I'm seeing Superman today. This is the most excited I've been to see a movie in a long time. I wanted to speak to James Gunn's comments over the weekend saying it's an immigrant story about basic human kindness. I'm very upset, saying Hollywood never learns, they're not watching it, politics should stay out of entertainment, and they're trying to push propaganda. Go woke, go broke, not interested, probably boycotting. That person is definitely still watching the movie. I'm not going to linger on the reactions, but this is exceptionally funny because Superman is inherently a story about the immigrant experience. Superman was created in 1938 by two Jewish men, Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster. Siegel's parents were Lithuanian Jews fleeing anti-Semitism under the Russian Empire. Siegel was a handsome guy. He had the hair, he had the glasses. You might recognize some similarities with Superman, a character that two sons of immigrants came up with about trying to adjust to a new place and feeling alien. They tackled this concept in a very on-the-nose way almost 20 years ago with an episode of Smallville called Subterraneans, an entire episode about illegal immigrants centered around this kid Javier. He's basically being forced to work for this farmer. An entire episode about how undocumented labor can be exploited on farms and essentially become slavery. This is something we're seeing encouraged in America right now. All of this comes to a head with an argument between Clark and Martha about Javier, talking about how they have to be reported, how she has to go through the proper legal channel. Clark asked if it was legal when she forged his adoption papers and basically calls out how he's an illegal immigrant and she's been harboring him for 17 years. This was a brave episode at the height of the Bush administration, but it also addresses not the subtext of Superman, but the fucking text. His exact experience and struggle and feeling out of place, coupled with that compassion and that kindness, I would argue makes him this idealized version of what America is supposed to be. I remind you, Superman is an illegal immigrant refugee fleeing a war-torn planet, written by a Jewish man on the eve of the Holocaust with parents who immigrated to America fleeing the Russian Empire. Not a pivot for the character. Nothing about this is new. James Gunn is not woke. You're just a hateful fuck. The concept of basic human kindness causes you to shit all over yourself, sit in your fucking basement, and leave the film to the rest of us. We're all gonna have a great time. This thing is gonna be financially successful, and the universe is gonna grow from this moment, and there's jack shit you can do about it.